Okay, so this is part 2 of my story about Kirstie Headley. She's a 38-year-old woman. She lived in Mountain Home. She had 3 children, 2 daughters that were teenagers and 1 daughter that was just still an infant crawling. She had her mother, her dad, her sister, her friends, her family. She had a job. She was trying to make it through life, and she had gotten caught up in this terrible relationship, and this man wanted to control her. Some people don't understand the meaning of the word no, or they won't accept it. Some people accept it and cry and move on. Some people fight it a little bit and cry and move on. Some people beg you to come back and cry and move on. And then some people get so enraged and so infuriated that they can't have control of your life. And every step you take and every move that you make, that they have to do something to find a way to control you. In the meantime, you're trying to go on with your life after you said you couldn't handle it anymore. They can't take no for an answer, and they won't accept it. So you take as many measures as you can to safeguard yourself away from this man, because you don't know what he's possibly capable of. You just don't know. And the best that the government and law enforcement has to safeguard a woman from a man that wants to hurt her, wants to cause her pain, maybe steal her away from her family. The best thing they have is a piece of paper signed by a court judge that states order of protection at the top of it. They're ordering a protection for this woman by a piece of paper and a signature against an evil, cold-blooded, empty-hearted, uncompassionate, no regard for anyone or anything but himself. And he just won't stop. Won't stop. Nobody knew what his plans were. Nobody knew that he'd go as far as he did. Because you think it's impossible. It's so surreal and unbelievable. You don't let those types of thoughts get in your head. Everybody kind of thinks in the back of their head, not me. Even with the epidemic the way it is, we think, not me. But we don't know. But the epidemic is not supposed to be a human being with a beating heart and blood moving through their veins. They're supposed to have empathy and sympathy and compassion for their fellow man. But they can't accept the word no. They won't be told no, and they won't be stopped. So this man had the boldness, the utter, outrageously disgusting boldness to walk into his estranged wife, Kirstie Headley's, place of employment as they were closing. And he grabbed her by her shirt and drug her out the front door and proceeded to stab her to death. Kirstie went stumbling back into the store. I don't know if it was reaction or if she was just anything to get away from him. Either way, this 38-year-old woman, this mother of 3, somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's best friend, lost her life while she was working, doing the righteous thing, trying to support her children and keep her head held up while this man constantly stalked her relentlessly. And law enforcement turned a blind eye to it. Not only did they turn a blind eye, they set him free. They let him loose. What was he in jail for? He stabbed Kirsty in her leg. And they let him out to attack her again. And so he did. And because of your poor excuse for a ruling in anything like this, look how many lives are affected because of it now. How could anybody have the audacity to let an animal like this free to go and finish the job? I'm not done yet. Got one more series and I'm gonna finish this up. I hope I have a better solution than you did. It's gotta be. It's gotta stop. Stop the violence.